What's up everybody, and welcome to today's video. Thanks for coming on this journey with me, and I hope that you're really enjoying the holiday season and of course maintaining low levels of stress and your health as well. Now, in my last video, I talked about how I was literally in the middle of a 3-day water fast, and it spurred two major questions from people. First was, how do I break my fast, and what do I eat after I fast? And then also, do I continue to fast, like in the way of intermittent fasting, once I have done a 3-day water fast? So those are the two major questions that I want to tackle in today's video. So let's start with how I break my fast. The major goal when I break my fast is to break it in a way that supports my health. And so I don't want to go and crush hard to digest foods after my digestion has literally been sleeping for a few days. I want to make sure that I'm doing the right thing for my digestion by putting good quality, nutrient dense foods in that are easy to digest, but also healthy for my gut. So think of it this way. You might break your fast with something like a bone broth soup, a bone broth stew. You're getting good quality proteins, good quality vegetables that are nutrient dense, that are going to be easy for you to digest. And then you could also break your fast using a lot of very probiotic rich foods. And I'll do that with things like sauerkraut, pickles, or maybe even something like kimchi. So those are the types of foods I typically will break my fast with. If you really like taking control of your health and doing it naturally, then become a part of my natural health community called Health Club. I'll put a link in the description below, because when you join Health Club, essentially you're going to get live Q&As. I'll be in there answering your questions, along with tackling conversations on genetics, detox, and of course, how to follow the best diet for your current state of health. We cover all of this in Health Club. There's a link in the description below. Look forward to seeing you there. Now, going from there, the big question is, well, what kind of diet do you follow? I like to follow a very traditional anti-inflammatory diet. I've mentioned before on this channel that my wife and I actually wrote a cookbook on an anti-inflammatory diet. It's called Heal Yourself Cookbook. I'll put information in the link in the description below. But what it essentially is a healthy anti-inflammatory diet. What does that look like? That looks like sugar-free eating. That looks like removing all the different grains out of your diet because they tend to be very inflammatory. And it ultimately is eating whole foods that are healthy for you, that are going to nourish your body, nutrient dense, right? And it also would involve eating low carbs, moderate to high protein, and then moderate to high fat. And that is good quality fats, okay? So it's really just cleaning up your diet and focusing on foods that do not drive inflammation. Now you might ask yourself, well, could I go and do a carnivore diet? Or could I go and do a keto diet? The answer is yes. It really just depends on what your health goals are. For me, I'm not trying to solve an autoimmune issue or any other type of problem along those lines, so I'm not gonna follow carnivore. And I'm not concerned about weight loss, so I'm not gonna follow keto. So therefore, what I'm doing is I'm just following a good, healthy, anti-inflammatory diet that's right for me. And here's the thing about diets, is that your diet that you're following shouldn't be based off the latest fad on the internet. Your diet should be one that serves you as an individual and helps you improve your health goals. And whatever those goals are that you're trying to achieve, you may actually direct a diet towards that. There's plenty of diets out there, and they all have their unique benefits. And you may choose any one of those different types of diets out there based off of symptoms you have or maybe health challenges. So like I said, for me, with my family and not really having any particular health challenge that I'm trying to overcome right now, I'm following a good, healthy, anti-inflammatory diet. And that's where I stay most of the time, right? Some people think, well, keto's healthy. You should be on keto all the time. No, not really. Carnivore, I heard that's healthy. I should just follow that forever. No, not really. Like, your diet is a tool in order to improve your health. So I'm following a good, healthy, anti-inflammatory diet. Now, the next question we want to tackle is, well, basically, do I fast? Do I not fast from here? Do I intermittent fast? The answer is a little bit of all of that. I'll tell you how I move forward with fasting. I like to do something I call metabolic confusion. And the reason I call it metabolic confusion is because what I try to do is constantly change my fasting method in order to keep my metabolism kind of wondering what I'm doing, right? It's like if you go to the gym and you constantly do the exact same exercise, what you find is that you plateau. You don't get any better. And so what you have to do is you constantly have to change your workout routine in order to improve and also continue to build muscle and build cardiovascular strength. And so therefore we constantly want to change so that our body is forced to adapt. The same goes for fasting. I promise you, if you fast the exact same way every single day, you'll plateau. Your metabolism is no longer challenged in trying to adapt, and you're not going to see good results. So here is what I do. I follow a fasting plan that looks like this. 4 days a week, I intermittent fast, and I'll do traditional 16 and 8, nothing more complicated than that. 1 day a week, I will go and do a 24-hour fast. So think of it this way so far. Monday through Thursday, traditional 16 and 8 fasting. Friday, 24-hour fast. And then Saturday and Sunday, no fasting at all. I might have 3 meals that day. I might have 4 meals that day. But what I can tell you is by following a method like this, your metabolism is constantly forced to adapt, and it creates a level of metabolic confusion that stops you from plateauing in your fasting. And this is how I maintain my health. So we're doing 4 days of 16 and 8 intermittent fasting, 1 day of a 24-hour fast, and 2 days of no fasting at all, because I don't want my body to think that I'm ever starving. That's not the goal of fasting. And I can tell you that this is what I have found that works best for me, and it works best for most people who are trying to constantly improve their health, utilizing different methods in order to improve their metabolism. And that's a very important thing to make sure that you're always working to improve, because when you have a well-functioning metabolism, you're not going to suffer from metabolic syndrome, which is high blood pressure, high cholesterol, high blood sugar, and fatty liver, and all the things you don't want to happen in your life. Because all of these different health conditions that I just mentioned are very problematic, but they're typically very easy to solve through a good, healthy lifestyle. And that is how I'm fasting moving forward. Now, what I want to do is I want to get a sense of like how many of you actually want to follow one of these fasts with me at some point. What I do is I will post about it in my private community. So put down in the comments below if you'd actually like to participate in one of these 3-day fasts, and then I will give you the proper information to jump into my community and also participate with me, because I think that these fasts are very valuable. It's just such a huge way to improve your health. I've done this for so many years, and I do it to help myself maintain a good, healthy metabolism, lose weight, help maintain my gastrointestinal health and GI well-being. So there's so many reasons I do this. I mean, honestly, even your hormones, it's like a hormone reset. It's like an immune system reset. It supercharges your brain through brain-derived neurotrophic factor. There's so many good things happening. So if you want to participate with me the next time I do one of these fasts, just go ahead and put in the comments below, and then that way I'll have a sense of who is looking to participate. So it was great hanging out with you guys in this video. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. And also, if there's any particular topics that you want to see me cover, then go ahead and just put in the comments below. I'm trying to always figure out what you guys want to know more about, what you want to learn about, and then we'll solve those issues right here. See you next time.